We literally spent $550. I'm really excited, a little nervous, I don't know why. Welcome to Hawaii, guys. Hi friends, so this video is going to be a lot different from my usual content because I don't really do vlog style content, but I'm going back home to Oahu tomorrow for the first time in years. And being so far away from the Pacific Islands now that I've lived in Vancouver, Washington for the last 7 years, I feel such a unique experience. So I just kind of want to document what the next week is like, being with my friends and family. I'm actually going back for a wedding, which I'm really excited about for my friends. But I feel like my perspective is so much more different now that I'm living here in the PNW. And it's going to be really interesting experiencing the islands now as an adult woman, but also as someone that doesn't live there anymore. So I wanted to share my raw, authentic experience with you guys. Stick around if you want to continue seeing it. About to call the Uber to the airport in about 30 minutes. It is 4:51 in the morning, and we're just getting ready to head out. I'm really excited, a little nervous, I don't know why. And it's a little bittersweet every time you leave your fur babies. But thankfully I have a really awesome friend who's going to be staying here to watch my puff. Yay! Vacation starts today! It's 5:15 a.m. Just get into the airport. Still got to go through checkout and everything. I'm recording you. Meal number 1. There is a grassa at the airport and they sell breakfast food. So we got their sausage egg sandwich. It comes with ketchup. We could have added avocado, but first meal together. Cheers. We made it on the plane. We're boarding right now. Everyone back down to the end of the seat in front of you. Made it back home. We are officially on Oahu. It was a very smooth flight. It was supposed to be like 6.5 hours, but we actually made it in 5 hours, so that was great. And now I'm waiting for Jordan to use the restroom. Here's the airport while we wait. Beautiful Hawaii. We landed, we got our car, we're in the rental, and now we're headed to Jordan's house. BB. Sushi, say hi, say hello.
Hello. Is it my sushi place? Yeah.
The next morning.
Hi friends, so it is officially day number 2 here in beautiful Hawaii. It is 5:52 in the morning and I'm going on a sunrise walk. The moon is actually still out. It looks so pretty. I don't know if my camera will do it justice, but look at that. Ugh. Stunning. I'm really excited because when I lived here, I never actively ever went on a sunrise walk. I'm going with my sister. I'm gonna make it a point to go every day while I'm here and just take advantage of the beautiful island. Back in Kaimaki Town. Jordan and I are on our way to Waikiki from his house. We're about to do our sunset walk. Thank you. It is my second walk of the day. I've already done like 19,000 steps. But it's so hard not to be active when it's this beautiful all the time. Welcome to Hawaii, guys.
The next day.
Day number 3 here at Pitch Sushi. I've been really excited about this place because I love fresh sushi and hand rolls. Yay!
A few moments later.
Yeah. She's climbing on me. Oh wow, hi.
The next day.
It's day 4 here on beautiful Oahu, and today's the day we've been waiting for. The whole reason we flew home, Micah and Kay's wedding. We're just so excited to celebrate them today.
A few moments later.
On the mainland, we have squirrels and crows. Oh, but here in Hawaii, state of chickens. The wild chickens. And last time we were here, 5 years ago, there wasn't this many chickens. They're just everywhere, brah. You just go right up to them. They don't care, look. They just chill. Oh, the chickens.
The next morning.
So today is day number 5 of being here on Oahu. It is only my second day doing my sunrise walk because the first day I was here I walked 12 miles and killed my legs. And it's been a pretty busy couple days since then. We had a wedding yesterday that was beautiful. So happy for our friends. So for the next few days while I'm here, I really want to take advantage of these walks. It is currently, I believe it's like 6:17. I'm about to meet my sister in Waikiki on the Ala Wai. I love it here. Can't believe this is where I grew up.
Started the day with another breathtaking sunrise walk. It really felt like I was in a movie. Later on, we stopped at Don Quijote to grab some snacks and souvenirs for friends and clients.
Just finished shopping at Don Quijote and we literally spent $550 on souvenirs and snacks to take home. Isn't that crazy?
The next morning.
Good morning, friends. So it is Saturday. We leave in a couple more days. I'm on my morning walk and it has just been so surreal being back here. I didn't realize that I needed such a big refresh until I was here. And, you know, I love Vancouver. It's where I chose to end up. I don't talk a lot about my background online, but before I moved to Vancouver, both of my parents passed away. There was just a lot of things around here in Honolulu that reminded me a lot of unfortunate circumstances, so I needed to just get away. And being back here has made me deeply appreciate where I was born and raised. There really is no place like Oahu and Hawaii
the cultural differences, the spirit of aloha. It is something that I will always miss and never take for granted. One thing though that I'm noticing now that I'm back here is how small the island is. You know, when you're born and raised here, you're kind of in a bubble. And this is where I lived for 25 years, so I took a lot of things for granted. I never used to go on these sunrise walks before. I thought everything was too far away and I was lazy. Every morning I've been walking from Kaimuki to Waikiki. It's taken 15 minutes. I get to see beautiful sunrises, and it has just really filled my soul. Again, I appreciate that, but the island itself is so tiny that it's very confining. And one of the things I appreciate about Vancouver is, stray hair, is just the fact that you can get in your car and drive. You can drive to Oregon, you can drive to Canada, you could drive to Idaho, you could go wherever you want. Here, we're surrounded by an ocean on a tiny rock. So that's one of the things I'm noticing just about my personal preferences, but I'm so happy to be here and I'm taking advantage of nature as much as I can. As the sun is coming up behind me, there's a couple more things I forgot about that I want to bring up that is really important to touch on. The cost of living situation here is so exorbitant. There is barely any land on this island, so you're paying a premium for everything. And the homelessness here when I lived here 7 years ago was already pretty bad. It is way worse now. I'm not filming it because I don't want to show that, but pretty much everywhere you go there is a homeless person sleeping or unfortunately on drugs. So that is a very harsh reality here. We have states that will fly their homeless population out here because they know that the homeless will survive. We don't have any seasons, we just have summer. But unfortunately for the residents here, they're the ones that have to deal with that. So, I mean, I'll give you guys a great example. You just got trash everywhere that's left by the homeless. And in a beautiful environment is so important. It's not good. So, something I really wanted to mention.
A few moments later.
Morning walk is officially complete. It is now 9 o'clock a.m. Took me a little while today because I'm staying at my fiance's childhood home in Kaimuki. I walk from Kaimuki down the Ala Wai and then walk back, but we're also having a beach day at Kaimana's. Kaimana Beach is at the very end of Waikiki, so I walked down there, spent some time with my family, and then had to walk back to Kaimuki. We're just kind of chilling, taking it easy before we head back to the beach, but this is something that if you're a local and you're born and raised here, you probably did a lot. Growing up, we would go every single weekend. I was one of those kids that like you could not get out of the water. And when I became an adult, I rarely went to the beach because of traffic, and you just take things for granted when they're right there. So today's the first time I'm getting into the ocean in, 5 years, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll make sure to get some cute videos for you guys. But welcome to the life of a former local. I made it to Ala's to celebrate Micah and Kay, their wedding after party.
You're like, go to the beach.
Saturday beach days.
Go get one rush at all.
Feels like we're high schoolers again.
The next day.
Today I went back to my childhood apartment and then visited my dad's grave. Being in that courtyard again felt so surreal. It brought back so many memories.
The next morning.
I am here with Jordan. Say hello. And we are on our final day. This is our final breakfast here in Hawaii. We leave tonight at 8 p.m. so we're just making the most of our day. But we are at Lulu's, right? Yes, Lulu's. Just sharing some breakfast. We did our sunrise walk together. Look at the views. Now we're just enjoying the last day of being back home. Very bittersweet. This whole trip I forgot to do meal videos, so here's our final breakfast of the trip.
They put
What?
shoyu in a ramen.
What is shoyu for the people that don't know?
Soy sauce.
Okay, and what did you get for breakfast?
Scoop rice, easy over egg, Portuguese sauce or Portuguese sausage, like bread or something, pulled pork, ketchup,
Looks good.
water.
And then I just got a light meal. I just got an acai bowl. Yeah. Officially headed to the airport. Can't believe it's been a week.
Not happy.
Are you sad?
Downward shock.
Bye Hawaii. Bye Kaimaki. This is the path I took every morning for my walks. And it's crazy because Jordan and I lived within a mile vicinity of each other and never ran into each other until adults. Bye Kaimaki. Roamed these halls, these streets, this school 14 years ago. Walked down this path every day for 4 years. So nostalgic, and time really does fly so fast. And here is the four-way intersection on Date and Kapiolani, where I lived for the first 18 years of my life. I don't want to point my camera to the right because this car is going to think I'm weird. But my house was right on that corner, kind of by where the bus is. I've been crying. I'm really sad to leave. I'm at the airport. All of our luggage. Look at our check-in bags. The beautiful views. Oh, a little too much zoom. It was such a healing trip for Jordan and I, but I am also really looking forward to getting back to work and helping people and taking this new perspective and applying it to Vancouver, Washington and real estate there and home ownership. I needed this. We are headed to our terminal. We got through TSA, which took literally 30 minutes just to get through Oahu's small TSA. We have 20 minutes left until we board, but that was our Hawaii experience. I'm looking forward to actually sitting down when I get back to Vancouver and just summing everything up for you guys. But thank you for being a part of this adventure with me. And I will be coming back in August for the 10-year anniversary of my mom's passing to celebrate her. So maybe I'll do another vlog if you guys like it, but successful trip. When I stood outside my childhood apartment, this little one-bedroom where my mom raised us on a single income, I didn't just see the walls. I saw her strength. Back then, I didn't realize how hard she worked to keep us going, but leaving that place and returning as an adult made it crystal clear. My mom stretched every dollar to give us a life. She made that little apartment feel bigger than it actually was. Looking at it now, I realize how small it really is, and I don't know how she did it, but she did. And that's something many families in Hawaii still face. Working hard, doing everything right, yet still being priced out of paradise. Hawaii is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Anyone who has been there knows that feeling when the sun rises over the ocean and the whole sky lights up. But living there and visiting there are two very different experiences. When you grow up there, the beauty can become part of the background because daily life is focused on survival, work,
and making ends meet. So many local families are doing everything they can just to stay afloat. Housing prices are some of the highest in the country, groceries are incredibly expensive because everything has to be imported, and opportunities can feel limited. That reality is why so many locals, including myself, eventually have to make the very difficult decision to leave. But this time, as I walked those sunrise beaches, it was different. The Ala Wai Canal glowed at dawn, and I finally took it in. Not as a local who took it for granted, but as someone who'd left and could now see the breathtaking beauty. The sky breaking open, it felt like a scene from a movie. I walked along the Ala Wai early in the morning and noticed things I never stopped to see when I lived there before. I also noticed the realities that many people don't talk about enough, including the homelessness that has become more visible around the island. When you see both the beauty and the hardship at the same time, it really puts things into perspective. Hawaii is paradise, but it's also a place where many families are struggling with the rising cost of living. For Jordan and me, that reality is part of why we ended up building our life in Vancouver, Washington. If we could afford to buy a home in Hawaii, trust me, we probably would have done it in a heartbeat. But the reality for many locals is that home ownership there simply isn't attainable. Moving away from the islands wasn't easy, and it's something many people wrestle with emotionally. But what we found here in Vancouver was something we didn't realize we were missing: opportunity, stability, and the ability to actually build a future. Vancouver might not be Hawaii, but it became our little slice of paradise. It's the place where we were finally able to become homeowners and create the life we wanted. So if you're out there wondering about your next chapter, maybe leaving a place you love, or trying to figure out where life is taking you next, I just want you to know that you're not alone in that journey. Sometimes, finding the right place to live isn't just about geography, it's about finding somewhere you can breathe, somewhere you can grow, and somewhere you can build the life you've been dreaming about. That's actually a big part of why I do what I do now in real estate. I work with a lot of people who are relocating, people who are trying to figure out where their next chapter will unfold, and helping people find that place is something I take really seriously. If you're someone who's thinking about relocating, buying your first home, or maybe even leaving a place you love because the cost of living has become too difficult, I genuinely love to hear your story. What does your next chapter look like? What kind of life are you hoping to build? If you want to talk about it, you can always call, text, or send me an email. I also have my buyer questionnaire linked down below, which is a really great starting point if you're thinking about purchasing a home or relocating. It helps me understand what you're looking for so I can guide you in the right direction. And if this video resonated with you in any way, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever had to leave a place you love because of the cost of living? Or are you someone who's currently trying to figure out where your next home is going to be? These are conversations that a lot more people are having right now, and you're definitely not alone in it. If you enjoyed this vlog and want to follow along with more of my journey, real estate insights, or relocation content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I post new videos every week talking about life here in Vancouver, Washington, what it's like relocating, and what you need to know if you're thinking about making a move. Thank you so much for watching and coming along this Hawaii trip with me. And remember, everyone deserves a home that feels like their own version of sunrise. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!